fartsy kind of vibe that I'm going with for all of the creative stuff. Paris. Trash. Straight trash, homie. Alright. Keep doing what we're doing. We gotta just... My gosh. My gosh. I just want Paris gone. Paris, get wrecked. Nobody likes you. Goodbye. I don't know if you've seen the sign painter fonts, but they're all pretty great for handwriting fonts. And is my top border new? That is brand spanking new. I made an overlay for myself. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I think it works. I think it works. Still a little Procreate fun stuff. Shout out to good old Hibiscus, because she did a great job and give me a tablet for no reason other than friendship. And that has enabled me to make cool overlays and stuff of that nature. But the overlay is brand spanking new. Hey! Wanted to highlight some of the Pokemon that I've unveiled on my YouTube channel. If you're checking in, or you're lurking, or you just like it, if you like those random Pokemon that you see at the top, those are my custom Pokemon that I have unveiled through my YouTube channel. And I've had some on my Instagram account and other things of that nature. But I wanted to highlight the Pokemon. And I also have some new overlay images for if I need to take a quick break, or if we need, no risk it, no biscuit. Or, while the stream is starting, I've got another little image ready. Kind of defeated the purpose because I was doing technical difficulty type stuff, but there we go, Ash. Yes, delicious Ash. Dude, Zubat, go away. Putting the Pokemon in is really great. It's fun that people who hop in can immediately see, like, oh, we're on that new stuff. Yes. I am very appreciative that you noticed right away. I was watching, I have no problem admitting I'm not some world-class streamer that knows everything. I just started, so I was watching a lot of YouTube clips of just things that you can do to help out your Twitch channel. And, having the right overlays, making things look, presentable and nice is great. It was bothering me the last couple times that I was on Twitch that if you look at the live stream, VOD or anything, you don't even know what someone's saying. And it is somewhat disheartening when I'm having a full conversation with my friends, and a chat feature could be really helpful with that, and a viewer doesn't know. So that's definitely something that really was bothering me, so I wanted to at least get the chat feature in. And then when I was looking at half the overlays that I could get, because I admittedly, not made of money here. We're trying to work our way up to things, And then when I don't even know how to use it half the time, when it's like $30-40 for an overlay kit, I'm like, I can just make one, and I can make my own stuff, so that seems cool. So why not do that? Wait. He likes you. A lot. People do like Zubat, but not many. It's mostly just the annoying Mount Moon Pokemon. I would love to know... Yeah. Biscuits used to not have the chat overlay too, and it's super helpful, especially when watching on iPad, because every 15 minutes, chat stops refreshing. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Good on you doing it from scratch. It was more achievable than most. Yes, it is. And if you have anyone who has any idea of wanting to do any digital art whatsoever, it helps. I got an iPad with a great pencil. That was super helpful. And again, shout out, if we're gonna go Pat McAfee show, shout out to Ashley Hibiscus, because you know, without that, I wouldn't be able to do it. But a $10 Procreate purchase has unlocked a world of artistic possibility. And it's really, really easy to toy around with and make something look cool enough to do it. Like, do I think it's the most professional, greatest looking overlay of ever done? No, I don't. But when I don't even know what I'm doing from a streaming perspective, yeah, it's a little obnoxious to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go buy these things and not know what to do with them. And then, you know, I got a free kit from Owned, which, you know, no problem. They're a company that does a really good job with streamers, and you know, they need to make $1. I'm not disputing people need to make some money when they make good products. But then when I put in half their stuff, I was just kind of like, I don't know if most of this pertains to me. It's not necessary for me to have. So I don't know, you know, what's kind of the point here. Alrighty. Angie. And with that low kick. Also, to my viewers who just got in, if you couldn't tell, lost my save file because I accidentally overwrote it right away. So we're all the way back at Mount Moon, and we're no longer going with our Weapon of Master Struggles Diglett. But that's A-okay. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna roll into Cerulean City relatively quickly because I'm gonna focus on the right Pokemon. Plus for you, it means your overlay meter looks different from everyone else too. Yes, yes, it is great. I like the fact that my overlays look different, and it's my stuff, which is really important to me. I want to show off my Pokemon. I want to show off my creations. It's important to me. I thought I could do that. And yes, as a viewer now noticing, without bringing it up in the chat feature, classy move on your part. Yeah, it is. It was very disheartening when I accidentally clicked one button and it said save state as opposed to load save state, and here we were, and alas. Ooh, I should probably catch this Geodude first, but we do not have a Geodude anymore. Because, you know, I saved over my save state. I was finally getting a real good team that I was real happy with, including Lenny the Diglett. Don't have Lenny the Diglett anymore. Mountain Pokemon, Geodude, the rock Pokemon. Height 1 foot 4 inches. Tall, weight 44.1 pounds. Hefty boy. Its round form makes it easy to pick up. Some people have used them to hurl at each other in a snowball fight. The idea of having a snowball fight with Geodudes is absurd. Just like the idea of hurling a living rock at someone is absurd. Dude. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey! Zubats. Wrecked. Go to our big guns. Come on, Ash. Come on, Ash! Everyone who emulates has made that mistake. Oh, good habit to get into is to do in-game saves from time to time on top of it. Yeah, that's the thing I completely forget about in-game saves. Like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Like load save state like you would on a normal Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it was confusing when I first learned ROM hacks. The ideas of, or just ROMs. I shouldn't say ROM hacks, just ROMs of save states. I was just like, what? Like, why can't I just save it appropriately? But now I learned my lesson the hard way. Sometimes you gotta learn the lesson. It's okay. And honestly, I can make it through Mount Moon a lot faster than I did last time, because although I'm going to be focusing on my Pokemon team's build up here, I'm also not going to be using some Pokemon on my team unless I absolutely need to, because frankly, they're not going to be around. So, you know, much as I love Clive the Reptile, it makes no sense to try to stick around longer to train Clive up when he's probably not going to make the team after a certain point. Alright, let's face this bug catcher. Let's get V back in the game. Bug catcher out of kitchen. You can go to their state to get Cerulean City. No way! As if there were a better way that I could just skip through it, I would have done it. Robbie! As per usual, Robbie, the only thing respectful about you that I have are the shorts. I respect the shorts. I don't respect the rest. Bug catchers. I go on this every time. Why? We have so many options, bug catcher. Why? The only thing I will say about having this many bug catchers early in the game is once you have a flying type move, really easy to get your pitch experience. Or your Spearow if you go Spearow, but I'm not a Spearow guy, I'm a Pidgey guy. Yodo, Pidgeot. Dude, if you have not seen, you go to Pokemon Database, I think they have the best sprite gallery. Actually, you know, you gotta just look, you gotta scroll down. Bulbapedia is decent. The Pokemon Database has the old artwork for Pidgeot. That thing looks rad. The old artwork for Pidgeot is some of the best things I've ever seen. The full-on headdress look, it's great. Oh no. What? Don't sneak up on me. Super Nerd Yovan would like to battle. I gotta look that up. Never heard of Pokemon Database. It's like PokemonDB.com or something like that. But the Pidgeot artwork is like full. It's almost, it's a little too, and like for some people it might be a little too Native American, but it's not full on Native American. It's just like, you know, it in no way is it mocking, which I think is really important to state. It's very much just something that's, you know, getting these in a Pokemon absurdity level of a headdress with the head feathers on Pidgeot, and it looks beyond rad. Bulbasaur. There we go. Sorry. No, not so much. Sorry. Okay, cool. Metal sound. Metal sound. Special. Okay. Need to leech him. Yeah, pretty much. It feels as if normal Pidgeot didn't slick his hair back. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But it just looks so cool. I'm sorry. I use Leech Seed again. I didn't mean to, but last, here we are. You. Use some Bullet Seed. Not very effective, I understand. Gotta entertain yourself. You know? Gotta entertain yourself while you're doing this. I mean, it is somewhat hard when you're in a Pokemon game that's so turn-based and it's so just run-around-esque to really get into like some heavy, deep commentary or something, unless I have a great chat room going with people asking questions and we're formulating game ideas or that. When people are asking me just opinion questions, I can craft anything out of my head. But when it's just me battling a random Magnemite in Mount Moon, I've got to go do crazy stuff like try to make it through the day. Alright, sorry. Fine with them. Good job, sorry. What one franchise would you most want to merge Pokemon with? Okay, so... Oh boy, that's difficult. That's a really difficult question. For game aspects, Skyrim. That is definitely one I would love to do. And explain why your answer isn't the correct one, Digimon. Okay, Digimon is a subpar esque version of Pokemon. That makes no logical sense. Pokemon, at least to some degree, makes logical sense. Let's see, what would I do? So, for gameplay elements, I would want to cross it with Skyrim, so you could get more of that open world feel, but that's just me as a human being, as a player. Skyrim is my favorite game of all time. I'd have to live a lot more life and play a lot more of one singular game to get into the amount of time I've put into Skyrim. But I love the idea of being able to go... Like, one thing I think Pokemon battles do that the game doesn't do well is that, for instance, when you make it to a temple to for one of the Reggie Pokemon in the future franchises, right? Mosdef, even though I just said I wasn't going to use Mosdef, needed it for that whole time. So when you go to beat a Reggie Pokemon in one of the temples, or you go to the Sky Pillar to face off with Rayquaza, the game can kind of let you down a little bit because it's just kind of like, it's very repetitive play with not a lot of elements to make it really fun. But then when you get to the actual battle and the music changes, it feels far more intense as a player. Like when that music changes and you make it into Cerulean Cave with Mewtwo, you're like, oh, this is real. But I think what would be really cool from just not even the open world standpoint of it, but from a great gameplay perspective, I think Skyrim does a really good job building up bosses, and the boss fights kind of suck at times, specifically with the way I play. Whereas Pokemon really sucks sometimes at building up a villain or a foe. But then once you're in it, level 17B, talking about one more way. You know, but then when we're in the boss battle, it feels great. So I think that'd be